Welcome to the Dirt Court Jesters podcast, your home for dirt track racing across the country and right here in the Ohio Valley. In episode 17, we're going to talk about Jacob Allen, Florence Speedway in Kentucky, and Western PA Speedweek is here. I hope you guys are ready to get dirty. This week in dirt racing history, we're going to go back to May 31st of 2003 when the World of Outlaw sprint cars visited Eldora Speedway. Steve Kinser would get the win, Tyler Walker in second, and Danny Lasowski would round out the podium.
Let me talk to you!
This week's talking points want to go back to a week ago. Knoxville Raceway, heat race number 3 for the 410 sprint cars. Justin Henderson and Brian Brown would tangle up. Double file start for heat race number 3. Coming down the front stretch as the green flag's being waved. Brownie comes up and takes out Henderson. I don't think there's any other way about it. Rough ride for Henderson. Glad he was all right. Our boy Connor Ferguson, it's always race day, would chat with Justin Henderson afterwards. Henderson would say that he believed Brownie knew they were going to be tough to beat, so he took him out on purpose. And then if Brownie's got something to say to him, he better pack a lunch. So, kind of curious to see where this goes throughout the season. Obviously, a young season. I'm sure there will be more interactions between Justin Henderson and Brian Brown. We'll just have to sit back and watch. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If people are talking about you and it's not because you hung a right on the straight at the start of a heat, it's a good thing. Jacob Allen seems to be a new running with high limit. He's got 3 wins this season and has almost matched his total earnings for all of the 2023 season. Now, obviously, we know he missed some races, sat out there for a little bit, but still, early season, Jacob's got 3 wins already, and he's making some money on top of it. Jacob also leads everyone with 32 races ran so far this season. Thanks to SprintCarRatings.com for this information. And by the way, Jacob, we're still waiting on the t-shirts. Flow Racing was having issues Thursday nights. The streams were available on YouTube. I don't know that I've ever paid attention to this, but I found it interesting that USAC had 3,000 viewers for their feature, while Lucas Oil had 13,000 viewers for their heat races. Both were running at the same time. Lucas Oil had their heats on. USAC had their feature on. 10,000 more viewers for the late models. I know there's late model fans everywhere. I know you guys are passionate and you watch, but USAC puts on some good racing, and I just can't believe there's that big of a discrepancy in the viewership. I'm well aware of how much people love their late models, and in my opinion, people love the sprint cars just as much. I just don't understand why the non-wing sprints seem to be getting the short end of the stick here. And it trickles down to, we've discussed before, that the purses are coming up short for the non-wing guys. But anyone who watches the non-wing sprints knows how good of a show they put on regularly. We just hope it starts showing up for them in viewership and in their pocketbook. Finally, wrapping up this week's talking points, as we're recording this today on May 26th during the Indianapolis 500. The Indy 500 field features 4 drivers with USAC experience: Kyle Larson, Santino Ferrucci, Ed Carpenter, and Connor Daly. Go get 'em, boys. Want to give a shout out to Victory Fuel. From Throttle Punch to Lucky Lemon, both flavors are dynamite. 12 packs and 4 packs, and even some cool merchandise as well. Go to drinkvictory.com and use the code Gestures10 at checkout to save. drinkvictory.com and use the code Gestures10 at checkout to save.
Acknowledge me!
Recapping the previous race week, we're going to start May 19th at Path Valley with the World of Outlaw late models, where Bobby Pierce would get the win, Mason Ziegler in second, and Brandon Shepard in third. Also May 19th, Sweet Springs Motorsports Park. The USAC midgets were on hand. Wild finish there. Gil Drake leading before hitting a hole in 1 and 2 and hopping violently, taking him out of the race And Logan Seavey would get the victory. Ryan Timms in second, and Jacob Denny would end up in third. Moving to May 21st, hop stop for the Tony Holman Classic. USAC sprint cars on hand. Logan Seavey grabs the lead with 1 to go and gets the win. Logan Seavey with the win. Jake Swanson in second, and Brady Bacon in third. Moving to Millbridge with the Extreme Midgets. Carter Sarf will get the victory. Zach Dahm in second, and Cannon McIntosh in third. May 22nd, Circle City in Indiana. USAC sprint cars, and Brady Bacon gets it the win. Brady Bacon's first USAC win of 2024. Kevin Thomas Jr. would finish in second, and Dason Pursley all the way from 14th to 3rd. Way to drive, Dason Pursley. Ricky Lewis finishes 8th, won his heat, all with a 360 in the ride. Hell of a run there by Ricky Lewis. Midwest Thunder Midgets were also on hand, and Bryce Massengale would get the win. Alex Watson in second, and Michael Magic in third. May 23rd, Lucas Oil Speedway for the Lucas Oil Late Models and a Cowboy Classic. Ricky Thornton Jr. gets the win. Garrett Alberson in second, and Devin Moran from 12th to 3rd. Back at Circle City on the 23rd of May, USAC sprint cars. Logan Seavey dominates, as Logan Seavey usually does. Logan Seavey gets the win. Brady Bacon in second, and Dason Pursley in third. Ricky Lewis again finishes 4th. 8th the night before, 4th this night, both with the 360 under the hood. Way to drive, Ricky Lewis. May 24th at Attica. For the Ironman late models, Rusty Schlink would get the win. Kyle Moore in second, and Seth Daniels in third. 410's also on hand. Cale Thomas gets the victory. Jordan Ryan in second, and Trey Jacobs from 11th to 3rd. The 305 feature number 1 makeup. Dustin Stroop gets the win. Seth Schneider in second, and Jamie Miller in third. Feature number 2 for the 305s. Dustin Stroop again with the victory. Jamie Miller in second, and Brian Sabato in third. Moving to Atomic with the World of Outlaw sprint cars, where David Gravel would get the win. Carson Macedo in second, and Buddy Kofoid in third. The Extreme Midgets were also there. Back-to-back nights at Atomic for the World of Outlaw sprint cars and the Extreme Midgets. Night number 1. Cale Drake with the new track record, 13.760, 13.760 for Cale Drake. The feature, Ryan Timms would get the win, Jade Avedizian in second, and Cannon McIntosh in third. Clay Hill Motorsports Park was going to have USCS. Unfortunately, they were rained out. Hilltop had the United CC Modified Series. Reese Bollinger would get the win. Ryan Dodd in second, and Alan Denlinger in third. Lima Land was going to run. Unfortunately, it rained, so they couldn't. Lucas Oil Raceway had the Lucas Oil late models once again, and Ricky Thornton Jr. gets the victory. Devin Moran in second, and Jonathan Davenport in third. Moeller Raceway had late models and modifieds. The late model feature, Cody Mahoney would get the victory. Adam Strickler in second, and Avery Taylor in third. For the modifieds at Moeller, Brian Wilburn would get the checkered. Chris Shannon in second, and Steven Brooks would round out the podium. Ultimate Motorsports Park with the World of Outlaw late models, feature number 1, and Bobby Pierce gets the win. Cade Dillard in second, Brandon Shepard in third. Feature number 2, Ross Bales gets the victory. Ryan Gustin in second, and Ben Watkins in third. May 25th, Atomic Speedway. Night number 2 for the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars and the Extreme Midgets. And the World of Outlaw Sprint Car feature winner would be Sheldon Hodenshield. Sheldon gets the win. Buddy Kofoid in second, and Carson Macedo in third. For the Extreme Midgets, Cannon McIntosh would get the win. Ryan Timms in second, and Cale Drake would round out the podium. IRP for the Carb Day Classic, USAC Silver Crown, and guess who? Cody Swanson gets the win. Logan Seavey in second, and CJ Leary from 22nd to third. You gotta love the drive there by C.J. Leary. Congrats to Cody Swanson on the win. Ultimate Motorsports with the World of Outlaw late models for night number 2. Unfortunately, that was rained out. Anderson in the little 500. Jacob Ford tells me he's got to get me there next year, and I can't disagree. Was able to see some clips from that place, and man, that looks awesome. Caleb Armstrong comes away with the win after passing his cousin on the last lap. Caleb Armstrong gets the victory. Dakota Armstrong in second, and Cody Swanson in third. Florence Speedway for some steel block late models. Zach Milby gets the win. Skylar Marler in second, and Ethan Toder in third. A lot of movement on this race. Looks like it was a good night for them late models at Florence. Modifieds also on hand. Nick Snell would get the win. J.P. Roberts would finish in second, and Pete Holt would round out the podium. Fremont had features to make up for the 410s, the 305s, and the trucks, and they did just that. Feature number 1 for the 410s, and Zane DeVault gets the win. Cole Macedo in second, and Brandon Spithaler in third. Feature number 2 for the 410s, and Zane DeVault goes back-to-back and gets an extra $1,000 on top. Zane DeVault with the win. Zess Sabo in second, and Cap Henry in third. For the 305s, feature number 1, Jamie Miller gets the win. Paul Weaver in second, and Dustin Stroop in third. Feature number 2 for the 305s, Paul Weaver with the victory. Tyler Shulick in second, and Dustin Stroop in third. The trucks, feature number 1, Jamie Miller gets the win. Dave Goldowski gets second, and Steve Miller in third. Feature number 2 for the trucks, Dustin Keegan from 8th to the win. Jamie Miller in second, and Sean Valeni in third. Moving to Lucas Oil Raceway once again, the Show Me 100. Jonathan Davenport leads all the way and is $50,000 richer. Congratulations to Jonathan Davenport. Tim McCready in second, and Dalton Wilson in third. Ross Robinson finishes 4th after starting 25th. Way to go, Ross Robinson. Port Royal was going to have high limit. Unfortunately, they rained out. Moving to today, the day we're recording this, May 26th, Wayneville was going to have GLSS, but they've rained out. Lake Ozark Speedway's got Sprint Fest, Power I 410s, 360s, and 305s on hand. Port Royal's going to have high limit. Tyler County with the 30th annual Topless 50 for the ULMS late models. Indy 500's on right now. Looking forward to watching the Coca-Cola 600 later, as well as high limit at Port Royal for the Bob Weichert Memorial. And wrapping up the night with some AEW Double or Nothing. A great race weekend as always, leading us into tomorrow, Monday, May 27th, Memorial Day, where we remember those who gave it all so we could be free.
Woo!
This week's local coverage, we are less than 2 weeks away from the start of Ohio Sprint Speedweek. Don't forget to reach out to Stephanie Linder if you haven't already. If you want to donate to teams and help them get through those 9 straight days of racing. Can't wait to get the Millstream for Speed Week. Looking forward to it. Kings Royal Camping, we've talked about it before. There are 6 spots left in BFE, and that's it. All other lots are sold out, and they're probably going to be gone by the time you guys hear this. As you guys are well aware, World 100 Camping is already sold out at Eldora. The alternative for Kings Royal World 100 Camping may or may not be speedycampingandparking.com, caddy corner from the racetrack. If you're trying to camp close to the track, I've been telling you, don't wait. It's going to run out. It's going to be gone. It's going to be packed Eldora for the Kings Royal and the World 100. So if you're trying to camp there, get on it. Jackson County's getting closer to opening, and announced on September 13th, the XR Super Series is going to be there for $15,000 to win. That's got to be a big pickup there for Jackson County. I'm sure they're thrilled about that. And Millstream is a month out from opening. On their Facebook, they ask people to stay away for the sake of the grounds as they're dealing with issues from the weather. You guys know it's been wet around here. Seems like every weekend we try to race, it rains. Also, someone apparently is selling fraudulent Millstream t-shirts. Don't buy those. The authentic shirts will be available at the track. I don't know if they're going to put them up at some point. If you want a Millstream shirt, go to Millstream. Go to the track, buy a ticket, buy a t-shirt. And on that note, when wrapping up this segment in the discussion of Millstream Speedway, go to millstreamspeedway.net. The site's up to date. Pretty cool, and it's got a nice section regarding the track history, so check that out.
I'm the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
Series, teams, drivers, tracks, dirt media. This is your time and this is your spotlight. The spotlight's on, and this week's spotlight is on Florence Speedway in Kentucky. Florence Speedway is a half-mile clay oval located in Union, Kentucky, built in the 1950s, and has been operated by the King family since 1984. One of the best dirt late model tracks in the state of Kentucky. They've got the Spring 50, the Ralph Latham Memorial, and the North-South 100. Weekly racing at Florence includes modifieds, crate late mods, sport mods, and Hornets. August 8th through the 10th, Lucas Oil late models will be there for the 42nd North-South 100 for $75,000 to win. Bobby Pierce looks to defend his 2023 North-South victory. And on September 28th, High Limit is at Florence for the Kentucky Sprint Nationals. Series, teams, drivers, tracks, dirt media. Hit me up on X. And remember, the spotlight is always on.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh no.
Wrapping up this week's episode with racing to come. Monday, May 27th, Memorial Day. Fremont Speedway is going to have the World of Outlaws sprint cars. And Pine Ridge Speedway is going to have USCS. Moving to Tuesday, May 28th, Flow Racing Night in America at Macon Speedway. Grandview Speedway is going to have High Limit. Wednesday, May 29th, Michaels Mercer Raceway, Western PA Speedweek, night number 1. Thursday, May 30th, Pittsburgh Motor Speedway, Western PA Speedweek, night number 2. Doe Run Raceway will have Power Eye and Extreme Midgets battling. Talladega Short Track's going to have USCS. Friday, May 31st, I hope to get there. Lawrenceburg is going to host High Limit. Lernerville with Western PA Speedweek, night number 3. Circle City with Midwest Thunder 410s and MMSA Sprints. Attica Raceway Park is going to have AFCS 410s for $4,000 to win, UMP late models for $2,000 to win, and AFCS 305s for $1,200 to win. Cole County Speedway with Power Eye Extreme Midget battling it out again. Beaver Dam Raceway with the World of Outlaws sprint cars for night number 1. Hattiesburg Speedway with USCS. Hilltop will be racing. I-96 is going to have GLSS. Limaland with GLTS. Moeller with the Midwest Thunder Midgets and IMCA Race Savers. Ohio Valley Speedway with Outlaw Street Stocks and late models. Rush County with ASCS. Swainsboro with Hunt the Front, night number 1. June 1st, Atomic Speedway is going to have the Valvoline Ironman Late Model Series. Fremont's going to have AFCS 410s and AFCS 305s, as well as trucks. Beaver Dam Raceway with the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars, night number 2. Butler's going to have High Limit. Goods Raceway's running Budlick Valley with OVSCA and mods, as well as late models. Muskegum County Speedway is running Swainsboro for Hunt the Front, night number 2. Portsmouth Raceway Park with the Cletus Classic with $3,112 to win for the modifieds. Ventura is going to have USAC Midgets. Wayne County in Illinois with the Extreme Midgets. Wayne County in Ohio is going to have their Fast 5. Why Not Motorsports Park with USCS. Sharon's going to have Western PA Speedweek night number 4. Moving to June 2nd, Tri-City Raceway Park, Western PA Speedweek, night number 5. That wraps up this week's episode. We just have to keep moving forward, one lap at a time.
Goodbye. Mwah. and good night, bang.
Thanks for listening to the Dirt Court Jesters podcast. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a shout out. Let your friends know on X and YouTube as well at Dirt Court Jester. And we hope to see you guys at the track.